Top 20 iconic quotes from movie The Bridge on the River Kwai, 1957. The Bridge on the River. Kwai, 1957, directed by David Lean, is a World War II epic that explores themes of duty, pride, and the moral ambiguities of war. The film centers around British prisoners of war, led by Colonel Nicholson, Alec Guinness, who are forced by the Japanese to build a bridge in the Burmese jungle. Under the command of Colonel Sato Seishu Hayakawa, Nicholson's unwavering adherence to British discipline and military principles leads him to take pride in the bridge's construction, seeing it as a symbol of British ingenuity and strength. However, this pride blinds him to the fact that the bridge serves the enemy's war effort. The American prisoner Shears, William Holden, represents a more pragmatic and cynical view of survival, contrasting Nicholson's rigid idealism. As the Allies plan to destroy the bridge, Nicholson's internal conflict intensifies, culminating in his realization of the bridge's true purpose. The film's haunting conclusion, marked by the line and quote, "Madness, madness," and quote, spoken by Colonel Clipton, encapsulates the futility and chaos of war. With powerful performances, stunning cinematography, and moral complexity, The Bridge on the River Kwai remains one of cinema's greatest explorations of honor, pride, and the consequences of misplaced loyalty. Colonel Sato: I hate the British. You are defeated but you have no shame. You are stubborn but you have no pride. You endure but you have no courage. I hate the British. Colonel Nicholson: I've been thinking. Tomorrow it will be 28 years to the day that I've been in the service. 28 years in peace and war. I don't suppose I've been at home more than 10 months in all that time. Still, it's been a good life. I loved India. I wouldn't have had it any other way, but there are times when suddenly you realize you're nearer the end than the beginning. And you wonder, you ask yourself, what the sum total of your life represents. What difference your being there at any time made to anything, or if it made any difference at all. Really, particularly in comparison with other men's careers. I don't know whether that kind of thinking's very healthy, but I must admit I've had some thoughts on those lines from time to time. But tonight, Colonel Nicholson: what have I done? Colonel Sato: do you know what will happen to me if the bridge is not built on time? Colonel Nicholson: I haven't the foggiest. Colonel Sato: I'll have to kill myself. What would you do if you were me? Colonel Nicholson: I suppose if I were you, I'd have to kill myself. Colonel Nicholson: cheers. Major Warden, you'll go on without me. That's an order. You're in command now. Shears. Major Clipton: the fact is, what we're doing could be construed as, forgive me, sir, collaboration with the enemy. Perhaps even as treasonable activity. Colonel Nicholson: are you all right? Clipton: we're prisoners of war. We haven't the right to refuse work. Major Clipton: I understand that, sir, but must we work so well? Must we build them a better bridge than they could have built for themselves? Colonel Nicholson: if you had to operate on Sato, would you do your job or would you let him die? Would you prefer to see this battalion disintegrate in idleness? Would you have it said that our chaps can't do a proper job? Don't you realize how important it is to show these people that they can't break us, in body or in spirit? Take a good look. Clipton: one day the war will be over, and I hope that the people who use this bridge in years to come will remember how it was built, and who built it. Not a gang of slaves, but soldiers. British soldiers, Clipton, even in captivity. Major Clipton: Yes, sir, Colonel Nicholson, you're a fine doctor, Clipton. But you've a lot to learn about the army. Commander Shears, you make me sick with your heroics. There's a stench of death about you. You carry it in your pack like the plague. Explosives and L-pills, they go well together, don't they? And with you it's just one thing or the other, destroy a bridge or destroy yourself. This is just a game, this war. You and Colonel Nicholson, you're two of a kind, crazy with courage. For what? How to die like a gentleman, how to die by the rules, when the only important thing is how to live like a human being. I'm not going to leave you here to die, Warden, because I don't care about your bridge and I don't care about your rules. If we go on together. It's a matter of principle. If we give in now, there'll be no end to it, and quote. Colonel Nicholson, insisting on the importance of British military discipline, and quote, be happy in your work, and quote. Colonel Saito, Sesshu Hayakawa, sarcastically addressing the prisoners, and quote, we are not going to finish the bridge on time, and quote. Colonel Saito expressing his mounting frustration, and quote. I thought you were the enemy, and quote. Shears, William Holden, when challenged by his own forces after escaping, and quote. The bridge is to be completed on time. The Japanese army cannot be defeated, and quote. Colonel Saito, obsessed with success to maintain his honor, and quote. You are defeated only if you admit it, and quote. Colonel Nicholson on the power of resolve and pride, and quote. A bridge has got to be built, and quote. Colonel Nicholson, emphasizing the importance of order and purpose, and quote. This is the best job I've ever had, and quote. Colonel Nicholson, highlighting his pride in his work despite its moral ambiguity, and quote. I suppose if I were you, I'd have to kill myself, and quote. Shears jokingly addressing Colonel Saito's honor-driven personality.